First Nun Qal. Let us now look at what happens in the Qal. In the previous module, we just looked at first Nun in general. Now, what about the Qal? Here we have the entire paradigm for first Nun Qal of Nagash. And you can see here, and I've already mentioned this, that in the perfect, you do not have assimilation. Right? You got Nagash, just like Pakad. And the reason is because of this comments here. You have an intermediate vowel. You've got a vowel that is sitting between the nun and the next consonant, and so the nun is not going to assimilate. So it behaves completely normally. Nagash, Nagasha, Nagashta, Nagash, Nagashti, Nagashu, Nigashtem. You see, even here, you got the vocal shava, just like the strong verb. Nigashtem, Nigashten, Nagashnu. Likewise, in the participle, we have a holum, Nogesh, and that holum is in between the nun and the gimel, and so again, the nun is not going to assimilate. And Nagush, here it's a comments. So perfect and participles, both of them, there's no assimilation, everything's normal. These other forms, the prefix forms, that's where we're going to see the nun disappear. You can already see it here, right? Yigash. That gimel there has a dot in it, that's a dagash forte, and that is our assimilated nun. But we'll come to that in due course. So, in the perfect and the participle, they are completely regular. Nun does not assimilate because there are no prefixes in these forms. And really, what's happening is the prefix is taking away the intermediate. Prefixes take away the intermediate vowel, and so you get assimilation. There's no prefixes here, so the intermediate vowel is there, and so you don't have assimilation, and it's just like the strong verb. Here I'm comparing the Qal, strong, with three first nun verbs. Okay, you can see they're all the same. Pakad, Nagash, Nafal, Natan. Nagash means to draw near or to approach. Nafal is to fall. Natan is to give. And if you look at your tables at the back of Ross, page 549 at the first nun tables, you'll see he has actually 4 columns for the Qal in the first nun. First one is Nagash, then he has Nafal, and then Natan, and then he has Lakach over here, which means, this means to give, Lakach means to take. So you can think about it that way, to give and to take. Lakach is there, we'll deal with it in a later module, but it's there because it behaves like a first nun. So the Lamed behaves just as if it was a nun. Now the reason he has all 4 examples, or 3 first nuns and then this first Lamed that behaves like first nun, is because in the imperfect we'll see that they have different theme vowels. But in the perfect they're all the same. It's patach, patach, patach. So at this point it's not apparent as to why you would need this many examples. But when we get to the imperfect you'll see that. And lastly here I just wanted to show that in fact they are the same in the participle as well. So you have poked, this is our base paradigm, the Qal, the strong Qal. Nogesh, Nofel, Notain. They're all the same. And that holum is keeping the nun from assimilating. It's filling the gap between the nun and the next consonant. And in the passive, pakud, nagush, naful, natun. They're all regular. Okay, so in the perfect and in the participle, the first nuns in the Qal are completely regular. And now we'll turn to the imperfects.